Rasmus Højlund had a dream debut for Napoli, needing only 14 minutes to score his first goal in Serie A. From Spinazzola's precise through ball, the Danish striker made a clever run, skipped past David De Gea with a neat body feint, and calmly finished into the far corner, opening a 3-1 victory for Napoli against Fiorentina. This strike was not just about opening his scoring account. It was also a powerful statement that Højlund is still a true finisher when placed in the right environment. The image of him celebrating in Napoli's blue jersey evoked memories of what he never managed at Old Trafford. At Manchester United, Højlund was constantly doubted and suffocated under immense pressure. Yet in just one match, he turned Serie A into the stage for his resurgence. With such an impressive start, he promises to become a vital spearhead in Napoli's title defense while proving that he never lost the qualities of a top-class centre-forward. Højlund's debut goal for Napoli was like a dagger to Manchester United's regret. At Old Trafford, fans had waited more than a year and a half to see him score in the Premier League, only to have those hopes fade into disappointment. And yet in Italy, within just 14 minutes, Højlund did what the theatre of dreams never witnessed. That moment was a cruel irony for the Red Devils. They once had a striker full of hunger but failed to nurture and harness him. The instant he left Manchester, Højlund shone, proving the problem was not with him, but with the environment and tactical system of the club. While Napoli rejoices at finding a true number 9, United is left with nothing but sighs of regret. If Højlund continues his form, that regret will only grow, turning into a haunting reminder for the club that once trusted him, but quickly abandoned him. If Højlund's sparkling debut at Napoli was a statement, then Benjamin Sesko is providing the opposite for Manchester United, a major disappointment. United spent £74 million to bring the Slovenian striker to Old Trafford, hoping he would lead their line for years to come. Yet so far, Sesko has not even started a Premier League match, and his goal tally remains at 0. The pressure on him grows heavier by the day. From a blockbuster signing filled with expectation, he is becoming the focus of growing impatience among the fans. His runs, pressing, and hold-up play cannot hide the glaring absence of goals. Meanwhile, the image of Højlund, once branded a flop, scoring immediately in his Napoli debut makes the contrast even starker and more painful. The question now arises, did United make the wrong choice? Sesko may need time to adapt, but football does not always allow patience. With United's £200 million attack still struggling to find the net, Højlund's debut goal sharpens the bitterness of comparison. On one side lies unfulfilled belief, on the other, a resurgent force. And caught in between, Manchester United risks becoming the loser in their own transfer decisions. In just 73 minutes on the pitch in his Serie A debut, Højlund showcased everything fans once hoped for. Beyond scoring, the Danish striker displayed his all-round ability. 2 shots on target, several duels won, aerial dominance, and over 80% passing accuracy. These numbers earned him an 8.1 SofaScore rating, the highest in the match, a clear testament to the impact he brought. Even more importantly, his goal in a Napoli shirt was not a one-off. Days earlier, Højlund had also scored for Denmark in their 3-0 victory over Greece, proof that his confidence and form are steadily returning. It was a strong reminder that he remains a top-class centre-forward, one who can thrive immediately when placed in the right system and philosophy. At Old Trafford, Højlund was doubted, undervalued, and eventually stripped of his confidence. But in Naples, he has been given the opportunity to express himself fully. That difference in environment has allowed him to prove his true worth, transforming doubts into belief. With such performances, Napoli has found their new hitman, while United are left with nothing but regret. Højlund's story shows once again that a player's struggles often reflect not their ability, but the environment around them. At Manchester United, he entered a chaotic squad, under immense pressure from media, fans, and an impatient board. His first season's 15 goals across all competitions seemed promising, but in his second year, he dropped to just 4 Premier League goals, far too few to maintain trust at Old Trafford. In United's rigid and uninspired system, his strengths, pace, and intelligent movement were never exploited. He became constrained, isolated, and eventually labeled a flop. Napoli, however, recognized his hunger and potential. They placed him in the right role, designed a system to maximize his attributes, and immediately reaped the rewards. One match was enough for HOJLUND to come alive again, scoring and making a difference. Clearly, the issue was not HOJLUND himself but United's failure to manage and utilize him properly. A tree that bore bitter fruit in the north now blossoms sweetly in the south. That is the clearest metaphor for United's failure at Old Trafford. HOJLUND's journey is not just about a brilliant debut goal in Napoli colours. It is also a profound lesson for Manchester United. In modern football, talent alone does not guarantee success. Environment, management, and patience matter just as much. Once deemed surplus at Old Trafford, HOJLUND has shown that with the right system, he can quickly transform into a reliable number 9. United had already faced a similar scenario with Scott McTominay, who was dismissed as a cast-off, but went on to shine for Napoli, playing a crucial role in their Serie A triumph. Now HOJLUND is writing the same script, deepening United's regret even further. If United continues to lose promising players due to mismanagement, they will remain trapped in a cycle of failure. HOJLUND's case is a wake-up call: respect talent, develop it properly, and give players time. Those are the keys to lasting success. If Rasmus Højlund maintains this form at Napoli, helping them defend their Serie A crown or make a deep Champions League run, Manchester United's regret will grow into anger. They once had a striker brimming with hunger, ready to commit to the club, yet failed to nurture him. Højlund even turned down Paris Saint-Germain to join Old Trafford, calling it the dream of his life. But the toxic environment, impatience, and poor handling turned that dream into a nightmare. Now, in Napoli blue, he is rising again, inflicting more pain on those who once pinned their hopes on him at the theater of dreams. One day, when fans look back, they may admit they once had a true Højlund, but lost him through mismanagement. And as he roars in Serie A, the sighs at Old Trafford will echo as a bitter reminder of what could have been.